him down. Josiah, where'd he go?
So he could see the picture from this side.
Yeah, so I got to see. He had it all set up just right, and somebody knocked it down. It got knocked down. Where are the placards for us? I have them right here with me. It's fine. I will give them when you guys are there. Josiah, you got to fix this.
I was told I needed to give you the name of our skit.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to have it this way.
Basic moves. Well, there's other things in between.
Yeah, I put other things in between.
Yeah.
So the WGL is skit, but it's not basic moves. I thought number 4 basic moves was, that's just John.
Right here.
Yeah, so take this off and say, so it's not WGLD, just put Jonathan's Cross. No, we're number 8. That is it.
Okay.
Yes, so that's WGLD.
The basic moves. WGLD. Okay, so and what is this name?
Skit.
Do you have a name for it?
Yep.
What is it?
It's called Committee Meeting.
Committee meeting.
Okay.
And then this one up here.
Take out WGLD skit.
And but he is from WGLD.
Yes.
And what's he going to do? Okay. Whatever that is. Okay.
Sorry,
Oh.
and when do you, sorry, can I know when you have us girls singing a song? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, sounds good. Yep, no, when to.
Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, I have 2 number 4s. But
Okay, so what are we after? So I know when to open your car.
you're right here, CMD, WG. No, that was, sorry, I had the wrong thing. It's Western Canada, isn't it?
No, we're doing the worship team.
Yeah, oh, you guys are doing it.
Yes.
Nick just told me that he wanted to do last week and then to close it.
Yeah, okay, got it. I have it right. I'm going to do, I was singing, adding something for you. Hello. I heard some hellos. I better get up here. I'm a little bit vertically challenged. Oh, by the way, do you guys like this shirt? I borrowed it from my husband. So, I hope he's not watching. We're going to make sure everybody's in here. Also, this is being live streamed, so if you know people at home who would like to watch, give them a little text and tell them that we got something really great going on here. A little different from quizzing. There are some announcements that we need to make before we begin. Number 1 is take photos tonight, and the photos that you think are really good, we have a Google Drive set up for photos that where's Aaliyah? Aaliyah's kind of everywhere all the time. There's Aaliyah Strasberg. Hi, Aaliyah. So Aaliyah's kind of happily been voluntold to take care of like maybe a little video or something of the different photos that will be taken. So your coaches, I think, got that link. So take some photos of what's going on here tonight. Also, in a little bit, we want to do, some of you might know my son, Josiah. Do you know Josiah Leinbach? How many of you know he's running for representative of Ohio? So we thought it'd be really cool to have like Canadians and everybody go out and vote for Josiah. And we're going to videotape it and put it up on his Facebook page or something. So we'll do that a little bit, but I need somebody who knows how to really use this well as a phone and as a video. In a little bit. So I just lost my page. The other thing is, I was told by the very lovely and talented Andrea Caskey that she has heard your cries over the years about needing to have more time after awards to be together. So there is something planned for Saturday night, right here in this very building. It will go until 2 o'clock, correct? Which is like half the night for many of us. But anyhow, more information to come on that. Andrea will be forthcoming with more info, so be aware so that you don't make other plans, okay? That we will have the downstairs and be able to do some really cool things together. That's Saturday night, really into Sunday morning. Okay, well with that, we're going to get started. And I love starting with this group for one. You can see they have a gigantic setup going on. Anybody ever know about Jody Ingalls and all that she does? What's that? Josiah's supposed to have sent it out. Oh, it's the same, what? Same YouTube channel for the live stream. Jody does one-woman acts, one-woman shows. Is that right, Jody?
Yeah, but this is not.
This is not it, but she's running this, so you know it's going to be good. So their skit, at least what the name I have it is IBQ Interview.
Welcome, everybody. Okay, so I'd like to welcome you guys here for the rather official IBQ officials interview. Very prestigious, by the way. So let's just kick this out by talking about who you are, when, why you're here.
My name is Antonio Boschetti. I'm originally from Italy, but I moved to New York City with my brothers Mario and Luigi to become a chef. I heard the position of cuisine master and knew my talents would be perfect for the job. I am the cuisine master.
So this is actually a position for the IBQ cuisine master, nothing to do with cuisine.
What? I thought I heard the position of cuisine master.
No, Bible cuisine, not cuisine.
Bible cuisine? Yes, I know them all, like manna, loaves, and fishes.
What about locusts and honey?
Locusts and honey? What? I do not eat bugs, I'm not French.
But it did say this is Bible cuisine. Does all this Bible cuisine go in a Bible bowl?
Bible bowl? No, that's like National Bible Bee or Bible Drill or something.
Oh, Bible drill, yeah. We have one of those in our courthouse. Everyone swears by it. But what about that other position? Wait, does my lipstick look okay?
No.
You said answer judge? Yeah, well, I've never actually heard of that before, but I was a district court judge. That was after I graduated Harvard when I was 16. Yeah, you see, they really love community service, and I was a faithful volunteer at the zoo. I was there every week. Every week. I was painting elephants' fingernails, I was grooming the chihuahuas. With all my expertise, I thought I'd be perfect for this job. Have you tried these snacks?
These snacks are a disgrace to cuisine.
Those are my snacks.
How can you say that? Have you seen the snacks in the deliberation?
I'll just make them my own.
Alright, stop, okay. Time out. Have you guys even heard of a Bible quiz in timeout? Whoa.
We don't have timeouts in the courtroom per se, but we do have recess. Actually, I never really understood that because there wasn't a playground and there were never any kids playing. But I did play hopscotch.
No, the Bible quizzing timeout.
You should never take a time out from cuisine. It could burn.
Food. Obviously, the judging in this equation is far more important.
Well, you say that until they feed you the Taco Bell for lunch.
Okay. Obviously, both of you are suffering from a severe lack of understanding what quizzing actually is. So let's put these interviews on an indefinite hold. We'll meet some of the quizzers and maybe eat some of the food.
Well, if the food is better than these snacks, I might consider. Some food sampling is always in good order. And I have heard rumors that the cooking here is first rate. But my cuisine is far better.
Even though the theater sounds like fun, but if they're quitting and it's our first time here, that sounds like a pretty quick relationship.
Not never mind. Okay. Anyways, both of you, it was wonderful to have you. Maybe I heard there is a position open, but don't call us, we'll call you.
Take that microphone. Good job, good job. Oh. Try the other one. There we go. Thank you, thank you. That was great. Let's hear it again for all these Did you write that, Jody? Jody, did you write that? I assume, of course you did. The ever-talented Jody. All right, now we have WCD with silly songs. I understand. Is this true? Where are you? They're coming, they're coming, they're coming. There's more microphones if you need. Hi, Garth. That's Garth.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with WCD, the part of the show where WCD comes in and sings a silly song. Our curtain opens as Gabe, having just finished his morning bath, is searching for his quiz book. Having no success, he cries out,
"Oh, where is my quiz book? Oh, where is my quiz book? Oh, where is my quiz book?"
Having heard his cry, Nicholas enters the scene, shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Gabe in a towel. Nick regains his composure and reports,
I think that I saw your quiz book. Back there!
Back there is my quiz book. Back there is my quiz book. Back there, oh, where back there, oh, where, back there is my quiz book.
having heard his joyous proclamation, Michaela J. Beefus enters the scene, shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Gabe in a towel. Michaela regains her composure and says,
Why do you need your quiz book? You don't do any quoting.
Gabe is taken aback. The thought had never occurred to him.
No cry?
No quoting? Crikey, what would this mean? What will become of him? What will become of his quiz book? Gabe wonders.
No studying with my quiz book. No studying with my quiz book. No studying nowhere, no time, no quoting. No studying nowhere, back there, no time with my quiz book.
Having heard his wonderings, Megan Truss enters the scene, shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Gabe in a towel. Megan regains her composure and confesses.
Gabe, that old quiz book of yours, well, you never use it. You don't really need it, so, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know, but I gave it to Talia because she quotes.
Feeling a deep sense of loss, Gabe stumbles back and laments.
Not fair for my quiz book. Not fair for my quiz book. Not fair, no quote for my quiz book. Not fair, no word, no quoting. Not fair. My quiz book.
Having heard his lament, Talia enters the scene, herself in a towel. Both Gabe and Talia are shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of each other. But recognizing Gabe's generosity, Talia is thankful.
Thanks for the quiz book.
Yes, good has been done here. Talia exits the scene. Gabe smiles, but still feeling an emotional attachment for his quiz book, calls out.
Take care of my quiz book. Take care of my quiz book. Take care, don't dare not care. Take care, nice quoting. Don't, not fair, take care for my quiz book.
Do you want another? And now, part 2. And now it's time for Silly Songs with WCD, the part of the show where WCD comes in and sings a silly song. Part of WCD are the social quizzers we all know who make up the team. The quizzers who don't do anything.
We are the quizzers who don't go anywhere. We just stay at home and do our school. And if you ask us to do quizzing, we'll just tell you we don't do quizzing.
Well, I've never been to tournaments, and I've never been to practice, and I've never really got them in my heart. And I've never marked my quiz book, and I've never studied keywords, and I've never been to Ohio in July.
We are the pipers who don't do anything. We just stay at home and do our school. And if you ask us to do quizzing, we'll just tell you we don't do quizzing. I'm the star on my quiz team, but I've never won a quiz. I've never had my third quote because I never quote at all. I've never been top 10, and I've never had a mascot, and I've never been to Ohio in July. We are the quizzers who don't do anything. We just stay at home and do our school. And if you ask us to do quizzing, we'll just tell you we don't do quizzing.
Well, I've never played this quiz, and I'm not too good at following. I've never thrown pizza slices up against the wall, and I've never kissed my quiz crush, and I've never won. And I've never won a ninja, and I've never been to Ohio in July.
What does Dutch Blitz and pizza slices got to do with being a quizzer?
Hey, that's right. We're supposed to be singing about quizzing things.
And whoever kissed a quiz crush, that's just nonsense. Why even bring it up? Am I right? What do you think?
I think you look like table staff.
No, I don't.
Do too.
Do not.
You're making me anxious.
That's it, you're doing a wall sit.
Says who?
Says I, the quiz master, that's who.
Aye, table staff. I always carry my quiz team. I always carry my bookie. I always have a pen and I have some snacks to keep me going. I always listen to my coach and I always keep encouraging. And I am in Ohio in July.
Oh, that brings a tear to my eye. That was great. Let's hear it again. You realize this is all original material. This is good stuff. Now we have Central, who has a recorder duet. Who is from Central with a recorder duet? Come forward. Just one? All right. You want to introduce yourselves? You want to introduce yourselves?
This is Lucas and this is Luke, and we're from Central, and we're gonna play Amazing Grace.
I think your name had to be Luke or Lucas to be on the team. Is this correct? Okay, here we go. Absolutely great. I played hot cross buns when I had the recorder in what, third grade? Who played recorder out there? Did you? Yes, we all had to. It sounded terrible. My poor mother had to listen to that stuff. Well, as promised, The candy jars will be revealed this very moment. Where's Nick Furlong? Nick told me he really doesn't do the microphone thing, but he does a really cool van of white where he can hold up products. So I said he must come forward and do that, and that is the red and white top one, correct? The red and white top. You're not going to believe this. Somebody guessed only one away from the actual number. Yes, it was. The number in the jar is 699. And Josiah Fang said 698. Yes, look, Dixon, shake the hand of that winner. Stay right up here, then you want to get pictures. I don't know. Everybody should get pictures. And then the what's that?
We knew you were a good guesser.
Yeah. And with the red and white tops, is that the fruit or the red and white? That's the fruit top. With the fruit top was off by only 2. I know. Josh Swan from WPA said 406, and there were 404. Where's Josh? Yes, and because, that was exciting. There was only somebody, so 699 was a lot to figure out. There was only someone else who was only 7 away from the 699. So I had a consolation prize right down there. Those suckers, man, I get them. All right, and this is for Calvin from OVD. Yes. Consolation of sucker bag for you. Get together, guys. This is as important as first and second and third place in quizzing. Hold them proud. Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Very good. Thank you, Gail. All right, and now we have from WGLD, Jonathan. Where are you? Strasbourg? Yeah. Basic moves is what it's called. So I'm in the dark, not sure what basic moves. Do you need the microphone?
I don't think so.
Okay. Tell them I don't think so.
I don't think so.
There you go. That's Strasbourg. Okay, go.
Alright, I don't know. I didn't know what to call it, so I decided to do it simple. I'm basically going to do different things that look kind of unique sometimes. But we'll start off with...
representing the United States in a couple weeks in the floor exercises. Is this right? Wiggle, wiggle. There you go. Very good. That was great. Okay, now we have Following that, the Coaches Game Show with GLD and Friends. So come on up, GLD and Friends. This is a little frightening for me as a mom. Just want you to know, Josiah gets really into the skit thing, almost more than the quizzing part. So somebody said, but GLD never disappoints. Oh, this could be the first. Here we go.
Okay, yeah, we're getting chairs. All right, this came about. This is not.
Here, come on.
Luke. Okay, we're back. All right, this skit came about because last year I was asked by someone, what is it like to be part of a Great Lakes practice? And I said, you are not emotionally ready for what it's like to be at a Great Lakes practice. And this person said, no, yes, I am, please tell me. And I told this person, and they were mortified and have not spoken to me since. So I figured, why not give the rest of the quizzing world an insight into what Great Lakes practices are like, which is really just a giant roast fest with some quiz questions thrown in to make it an excuse to call it quiz practice. So I will explain a little bit of what's going to go on here. We have a team here of GLD guys and a team of GLD girl and GLD friends who have been given a list of superlatives about me and Lucas as the coaches, but not the sort of superlatives you want. And their job was to come up with the single most savage responses possible. And you, the audience, will get to vote on each question about whose response was more savage, the guys or the girls. And whoever wins gets the title of Most GLD Quizzing Group Award. Now here's the other catch. You, the audience, can actually submit the final roast question for Great Lakes. Simply text me. My number is 419-461. I'll be repeating it. I'll be fielding the questions here, and then I will also tell you how you can vote during the questions themselves about who you think the answer should be. So the number is 419-461-6166. And again, I will be fielding those. Now, should you desire to vote in the audience poll, the live audience poll, please pull out your browsers and go to sli.do, so it's Slido, but sli.do. And when you have pulled that up, please put in the code for the entry code so you get to the right poll. The code 203-2519. Again, that is 203-2519. It is titled Great Lakes IBQ 2024 Talent Show. And that is where you will vote on each question who you think is more savage, the GLD girls and friends or the GLD guys. And in the interim, please, you can take a listen to the questions, figure out where we're going, and your question might be picked as the final most savage answer for this talent show. Lucas and I are a bit concerned if we will survive this, frankly, because we don't actually know what's coming, which is going to be great. So, without any further ado, I introduce you to your game show host, assistant coach, Isaac Black.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're ready for a wild game show that will hopefully live on in history. I'm sure they hope it won't, but I think it will. All right, so we're going to go ahead with our first question of the night, and we're going to have the girls answer first, and then they will give their reasoning behind their answer. So our first question, most likely out of these two to be a cult leader.
That is definitely Josiah, because he already is a and of course, he's Grill.
And the boys?
Because he actually is our cult leader. This is not a joke. Please send help.
It's a joke, everybody.
And do you two have any comment on being cult leaders?
I
think I'm the cult leader, but that's fine.
I think so too, yeah.
No, I agree. Yes.
That's what they all say.
And, we're looking like the audience response is pretty mixed here. But, looks like the girls have it. The girls have it.
All right, score. Girls 1, guys 0.
All right, moving on to question number 2. Most likely, out of these two gentlemen, to be a Russian spy. Lucas.
The reasoning behind this is easy. Lucas is just sus. He drinks milk straight out of the jug. I mean, who does that?
And the boys? Josiah.
Well, Josiah's already trying to overthrow the Ohio government right
Any response to these accusations?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No comment.
All right, audience can vote.
Looks like it's pretty unanimous for the boys at the moment. All right, moving on. Question number 3. Most likely to break a pipe in the church furnace room while playing Ghost in the Graveyard. Lucas.
This one was pretty easy. It's Lucas. I mean, he is known for overflowing the toilets every time we're at Crown for Internationals. So breaking a pipe shouldn't be a problem for him.
And the boys? Josiah.
I mean, there was literally someone there who saw you do it, Josiah.
I still won. One time. Not every time. We've been there like 3 or 4 times, okay? One time. And also one time was my brother's fault.
I believe that. Let's see where we're at. Pretty decisive with the girls. I would agree with that one, and I think they earned that one. All right, moving on. Question number 4. Out of these two, who tells?
There is actually one joke. His quizzing career is a joke. At internationals, he got dead last and a total score of -30 points. And he's also a bad influence to his team because even they don't have the mental capacity to quiz, seeing as they got 2 error routes in the same quiz today.
The guys, which one of these two do you think? Lucas as well.
Because our parents would probably not want us retelling them anyways.
So, yeah, any response to this, Lucas?
Second to last.
Second to last. You know, I don't think I'm even going to have to look at the poll, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't have to look at the poll for that one. One vote for the guys, everyone else voted for them. All right. Moving on. Question number 5. Most likely to be charged with grand theft auto and tax evasion. Lucas.
Alright, this one's obviously Lucas. because his job, scooting around in the fire truck, just obviously is not paying the bills. Maybe he would have a more successful career at Culver's with his little brother Toby, who is making more money than him.
Dang. And the boys? Josiah.
I'm going with Josiah because he can't even meet Lucas's standard of having a fire department job. He has no job because he just spends all his time doing quizzing.
Any response to this?
Actually, the fifth.
I'm good. All right. Ooh. Looks like the boys have this one. All right, moving on. Question number 6. Most likely to fail in their quest to be a chart-topping rapper. Lucas.
Lucas, because he can't even string 2 words together without falling apart. Plus, he doesn't have the hair. He's literally had the same haircut since he was born.
And the guys? Josiah.
Well, today Josiah asked Tim to do a practice question about 16th century history, and he can't even name 3 rappers.
Any response to this one?
Can I count Ben Shapiro as one of the rappers? Okay, then I can name Ben Shapiro. I had something, but I forgot.
All right, let's take a look at the poll. Looks like the boys have it again. Okay.
Also remember to submit yours if you want yours to be the last as a audience submission, so continue on.
All right. Question number 7. Most likely to be an esports Twitch streamer. Josiah.
We chose Josiah for this one because being a streamer is the only way for Josiah to be involved in sports because he's so hopelessly unathletic.
I think we have a winner already.
And the guys?
Still Josiah. I mean, you know us.
I did get him to play Fortnite for like 2 weeks. He was actually really good at it. And once again, I don't think I'm going to have to look at the polls on this one. Yeah, I didn't have to look at the polls. The girls got it again. All right, moving on. Question number 8. Most likely to be deemed by WGLD coach Jessica Tower as a corrupting influence. Josiah.
Listen, this is my mother, but we chose Josiah. Listen, people say that Gen Z is the screen-obsessed generation, and who do you think his team got it from? Josiah is such a screenager, all he does is walk around with a computer in his face anymore.
And the guys? Oh.
As a man named Toby Parmley once put it, between the things Josiah says and Lucas does, it's a perfect match.
I guess don't ask about the practices. Let's see the poll, and looks like the boys have it. All right, question number 9. Most likely to reference an obscure fact about World War II history that no one cares about. Josiah!
Shocker, I know. Okay, Every time you talk to Josiah, all he wants to talk about is either Braden's hair, politics, or the 16th century. Basically stuff no one cares about. Sorry, Braden.
And the guys? Lucas.
Because who else would sign their youth group farewell letter as Sincerely Joseph Stalin?
Nah, well, I kind of got to learn that one.
All right, and the poll. Ooh, pretty neck and neck, and looks like the girls got it. All right, moving on. Most likely to be a male swimsuit model. Josiah!
We said Josiah would have more success as a swimsuit model than a state rep, especially with that duck towel he still wears from his childhood.
And the boys? Lucas.
Well, after internationals, the only career that's open is this, so...
That duck towel was great.
Use it all.
All right. Next question.
Wait, who got
Oh,
Good catch.
good catch. Looks like we've got... Yeah, the girls won that one. I didn't even have to tell you. Next question. Most likely to get rejected by a girl after using one of Josiah Linebach's quizzing pickup lines. Ooh!
So we chose both because they're both adults in their mid-20s who have never had a girlfriend in their life, whereas two of their quizzers, Braden and Hudson, already have girlfriends. So Josiah and Lucas could learn some tips from their more experienced peers. And also, Josiah has to resort to giving his number to the whole quizzing audience in the hopes that a girl will message him back.
Josiah.
He made this in 2019 and still no results?
Well, my mom does say that I have less riz than Charles Manson, so... let me know if it works.
Yeah, the girls won that. All right, and do we have a result for our last question?
All right. Let me read to you some of the responses that we were given. We have most likely to be homeless, most likely to fail at stealing a candy bar. That's about. Which ones has the cringiest dance moves? Please no. Please no. Please no. Most likely to be arrested at the Canadian border trying to get to IBQ. Most likely to date Taylor Swift. All right. What do you guys want to answer? All right.
The dance moves.
All right. Okay. Let's do. Oh gosh, Isaac, you can do it. 60 seconds to come up with their response and to see who will win this. Now, it actually may be out of reach because I think the girls might.
Girls are 6, boys 5. I have this.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is the boys have. It's worth 2 points. All right, you guys get 60 seconds. Get a timer on the phone. All right, 60 seconds starting as soon as Isaac can start his timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Josiah, cheer for your person.
Start dancing.
I can't do without music.
That's 60 seconds. All right. Girls, are you ready? Looks like they're ready. All right. And let's see the answer. Josiah.
Here's the thing. I would arrest them too. Okay? I would arrest them too. For taking kids out of their enjoyable summer and making them study, and then also on top of that, making them watch those dance moves.
Yes, we do force our prisoners. Yes.
And the guys? Josiah.
Now, we considered going with Lucas because his maturity has not changed since he was in high school. But in the end, we went with Josiah because he has the looks of someone who's probably in middle school and still has to get ID'd every time he buys a root beer.
All right, this is it. Let's see those results. And looks like the boys have it.
That was the GLD skit and obituaries and funeral details for me and Lucas to follow IBQ. Thank you very much.
While Josiah is licking his wounds, and then I had Trevor Crow come up and say, "Is this a smart thing to do with the guy who's running for an office?" So remember, it's our secret. Nobody will see this on the live stream. Okay. So we're going to do that little thing. I told you, we might as well just ruin all hope that he has that we're getting elected. But what we're all going to do together is to say, vote Leinbach for Ohio State Rep. We're going to practice together. Ready? You're going to follow me. Vote Leinbach for Ohio State Rep. Now you're going to do that very clearly, very loudly, and then at the very end you're going to be like crazy people, wah! Screaming like that. So Eva Fritz is going to be videotaping and panning, like not cueing in on any faces or anything, just kidding. And so we're going to do it. Okay, we're going to practice one more time. Ready? Vote Leinbach for Ohio State Rep. Cheer scream. Now you got to keep the cheer scream going for at least a good 5 seconds, so it looks like it lasted for 5 minutes. All right? And we're ready? Oh, when we go, yeah, when we go to do the cheers, stand, scream, throw things, I don't care, punch people. We get rough and tumble in our politics in Ohio, let me say. All right. So here I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1, and we're going to just take a bit of a pause so they don't hear me saying 3, 2, 1. I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to lead you in, but I'm going to go off mic so they don't just hear me, okay? Because that wouldn't be right to just hear your mom. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Great, he's sure to win now. Okay, especially all the Canadians. You guys can vote, by the way. We've decided in the United States that anybody vote, anytime, any age. Why not? It makes it so much more fun and exciting. The Canadians are a little more boring. I think you're just going to go for Trudeau for life. Is this true? My heart is broken. You gotta love Justin Trudeau. Don't get that, Eva. Don't get that. I think that's true. From us. That's right. There we go. All right. So for the next one, we have, you know him, you love him. He now has a lot of chocolate candy to share. Josiah Feng is coming. Now this is his title of his song. I wrote it all down just as you told me. Come on up, Josiah. He said it's a weird piano thing, 100% original composition. So again, it's weird piano thing, 100% original composition. Correct?
Yeah, so like for the past 3 years, I did a thing with another guy, but he's not here, so I'm all alone now. But so I just did random things. So I'm not that good at playing piano. So yeah, okay, bye.
All right. Here we go. insight into Josiah's brain, though? I mean, that brain is always super active, Heather. I think that's you. Is that you? Super active brain? That was amazing. Thank you. I felt that sweetness, and then I felt that, man, I was moving, I was ready to move, and you can see Josiah gets all of his dance skills from me. Great, thanks, Josiah. I'm glad you shared with us. Now we have WGLD, and they have a skit. Come forth. And their skit is called, which this scares me a little bit too, Rules Committee Meeting.
Thank you everyone for coming to this meeting today. The Rules Committee has discussed changing the rules, the question distribution. But before we did so, we wanted to take a few moments and hear from the question types themselves to see why they think that they might like to have more questions.
Well, to start off, I, quote, think I should get more questions because I'm popular and I have class. Quizzers love a question type where all they have to do is match the reference with the verse. Word perfectly, of course.
I don't think you're as popular as you think you are. I have so many friends who aren't on good terms with you. I should get more questions because unlike you, quotes, my answers aren't required to be word perfect.
Whatever.
I'm an accessible question type that is loved by all quizzers. Who said that?
I did.
Why? Why?
Because I was asked to give my input. Why else?
Who was it said?
Situations. Stop asking me questions. I feel like I'm being interrogated.
Where?
Here. Oh.
All right, situation and interrogative. Let's keep things on topic. Situation, why do you think you should get more questions?
Why?
Yes, why?
Well, I think I should get more questions because I am a fun question type. Quizzes don't need to know the statement word perfect. They just need to know the context, like who to whom.
When, where, why, how?
Yes, so that's what. Yeah, basically, you have an tendency to interrupt and feel
Annoying?
Yes, that's right.
More questions. Well, I'm a great question type because I'm accessible to quizzers who can remember verses word perfect without knowing the exact reference. I mean, you're in a situation in life where you need a verse. Remembering the verse is what matters, whether you remember the exact reference or not.
Good point. Finish the verse. Good point.
I should get more questions for several reasons. The first being that I add a lot to the question set.
Yeah, a lot of lists.
But I'm fun, easy, challenging, delightful, remarkable, amazing, superb. And so much more. We get it. The quizzers love the challenge of having to keep talking and guessing and talking and talking and guessing and talking.
Okay, yep, we get a multiple answer. Thank you.
Well, chapter verse reference, what do you think?
Well, first of all, my brother, chapter reference, sends his regrets that he can't be here. But since we're both part of the same question type, I speak for both him and myself. I believe we references should get more questions because we're a valuable question type. And plus, you just love me. Who agrees with me on that? What? Come on, guys. None of you think we have? You didn't even vote for a boyfriend? Uncool.
Hey, we're not dating. We're on a break. Okay, guys. This whole on-again, off-again relationship thing is getting old. Make up your minds here. Is this thing happening or not?
Well, it's not my fault that chapter verse reference is so particular about how he likes things. How am I supposed to know exactly what he wants all the time? I'm not a mind reader.
Now, quote doesn't start with you being on particular all the time. You're the one who requires word perfect communication all the time. I say 1, tiny, itsy bitsy little word, wrong, and suddenly I'm done.
Well, that's because no relationship can function without clear communication. At least I am clear about what I need from the very beginning. First, reference. Okay, it's pretty simple. You are the one who needs the exact question. Can't go one word outside the verse. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but if I don't respond to you the right word for word way, you act like you didn't even hear me. You just turned and said, oh yeah.
Oh, chapter verse reference. We're here to discuss the question distribution, not your relationship problems.
I don't know. That was the first part of the conversation I haven't felt like interrupting. It was so interesting.
Guys, we really need to get back on track. We can't keep the distribution the same forever.
Why? Why can't we? What situation could change? What about situation? Stop asking questions, please. It's rude, off-putting, impertinent, and all around inconsiderate.
Why? I mean, well, you know, I'm only different with narrative, but I know that every time I'm there, I'm cherished, and that I'll always be the favorite.
Yes.
Guys, situation's right. He's definitely the favorite. Maybe we don't need to fight so much about how many questions we each get. Maybe it's more
That
important.
all of us show scriptural proficiency. No matter the question, it's the message that matters.
Right, finish the verse. Right. Maybe it's not about how many questions we each get, even though I should get more. Maybe it's more about how we all work together. How in quizzing, there's a place and a question type for everyone.
That's one of the reasons I love quizzing. I'm fast and easy to answer. Meanwhile, CBR takes some time. And that's okay. We can all thrive in our own areas.
No matter how your brain works, how fast you are, what team you're on, how you study, quizzing is for you.
All right, well, thank you so much. This meeting has been very interesting, even if we did get a tad off topic at times. But I think we got to the root of the matter. So I hope the Rules Committee will take all of this into consideration.
That was fantastic. That was probably very similar to a Rules Committee meeting. You're on the committee, or were you, Jessica?
I was.
So did you tape a meeting and then like transcribe it? That's pretty good. Very, very good. All right, now we have CMD coming forth with what they have called Passover 2024.
This is a classical Bible story told approximately 4,000 years too late. The Israelites are trapped in Egypt. They are forced to build Pharaoh's Wi-Fi tower 12 hours a day, all year long. Under Moses' supervision, however, they form the Union of Enslaved Israelites, or the UEI. Pharaoh, however, still did not improve working conditions.
Silly fools, did they think that I, the president and CEO of Egyptian Satellites Incorporated, will let them slack? Never. Google, what will the weather be like today?
Sunny, sandy, and a 200% chance of awesomeness.
Aha, wonderful. Page to Israelites. Let them know that they should go to work immediately.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately for Pharaoh, the weather forecast was off.
Hello, Mr.
Hello, Mr. CEO.
Oh, Moses, how good of you to come. Let's go play some PS4, shall we?
No, Pharaoh.
What?
The people are tired of working. They are getting electric shocks working on your project.
Bah, who cares? They are slaves after all.
Actually, they're God's chosen people.
Sir, the Israelites are not working.
What?
Yes, Pharaoh, we are officially on strike, and unless you let us leave to make sacrifices to our God, you shall see a worse punishment.
Poor Moses, no video games, no virtual assistants, and you are all fighting, and you are always fighting for the slaves. Go back to herding sheep on your quad as you did when you were in the wilderness.
No, since you are not willing to let us go, you shall pay the price. Text me soon if you change your mind. Bye.
Be gone, Moses.
Moses left the CEO and took a cab to the Egyptians' main water supply pipe. Since Pharaoh did not obey, God has given me the power to turn this water to blood. The water turned to blood. But in the apartment complexes and high rises of the Israelites, the water was clean.
Google, I am so stiff from all these new events. Prepare me a bath.
Right away, sir. Bath on. The bath is running, sir.
Thank you. What? What is this blood? Turn it off, turn it off.
Bath off.
Get me Moses on the phone.
Call Moses.
Yes, Pharaoh.
What are you doing, Moses?
Having a bath.
You little...
I can turn all the blood back into water if you let our people go.
Oh, alright, but you better fix this.
The blood changed back into water, but God hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the Israelites go. Again, Moses threatened Pharaoh, and again, Pharaoh did not heed. So God sent 8 more plagues upon the Egyptians. Millions of frogs crowded the streets and made it impossible to drive. Pharaoh sent out the snowplows to clear the streets. Gnats infested the air, driving all the dogs mad. Then the flies came, making it impossible to walk, bike, or drive with your windows rolled down. All the cows and other livestock the Egyptians owned died, and every Egyptian developed extremely painful chickenpox. Then a huge hailstorm struck the city. The internet was down, you couldn't even make landline calls, and the power went out. Locusts swarmed the city and country, eating the crops and even forcing some Egyptians to travel to the Israelites' compound to eat their meals. Finally, God made darkness fall over the land for a full day. The Egyptians took flashlights to work, but still, Pharaoh did not let the Israelites.
Moses. Well, you can't.
Incoming phone call, sir.
Ah, good. The phone signal's back up. Who is it?
Moses, sir.
Alright, put it on speakerphone. And where's my breakfast?
The flies ate it, sir.
Well, make me another meal. Hello, Moses?
Hi, Pharaoh.
Why are you calling me now? Haven't you tortured me well enough?
Final chance. Either you let us go, or your firstborn son will die tonight.
I refuse to obey. I have a security system installed, guards roaming around, guards patrolling my house, and Google to inform me on the latest happenings.
Sir, I ordered pizza, but the manager died in the hailstorm.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Can't you see I'm talking to Moses?
I can't see, sir. I'm virtual.
Whatever. Leave us alone.
Pharaoh, tonight in Egypt, every firstborn son will die. You have my word.
Yes, be gone now. I care very little of death threats from an old man such as you.
You know I have a pull-up bar at home, but it is not I, but the angel of death will kill. Bye, Pharaoh.
Goodbye.
Moses told every Israelite household to pack their belongings
into the buses before supper, and to bake unleavened bread. He told them to kill and cook a firstborn lamb for supper, and to smear its blood on the doorframe of each apartment. Meanwhile, in Pharaoh's mansion,
It's nearly dinner time. I'm famished. Google, bake me a frozen pizza.
The locusts ate it, sir.
Chicken strips?
The chickens are dead, sir.
Well, perfect. We shall eat them.
The meat has long rotted, sir.
Frozen veggies?
Locusts.
Pie?
Frogs.
Lard?
Gnats.
Dog food?
There is one bag, sir.
Very well. Dog food it is.
and so the Pharaoh had dog food for supper. That night, as Moses had warned, every Egyptian firstborn son died, but not a single Israelite was harmed. The next morning, the buses loaded, Moses eagerly awaited a phone call from Pharaoh.
Moses.
Hello, Pharaoh. What happened?
My son died while playing Fortnite on the Xbox.
So what are you going to tell me?
Get out of here. I don't care anymore. I just want you and your people out of my city. Go now.
Moses and Aaron, along with the hundreds of other buses, started out on the long trip to Canaan, the Promised Land. The Egyptians even let the Israelites take their unleavened cookies.
All right, everyone, this should be a pretty uneventful trip. A reminder, there is only one bathroom in each bus, so be considerate. We should arrive at the Red Sea in about 8 hours, so sit tight.
Halfway into the trip, the Israelites began to complain.
Moses, the Wi-Fi here sucks. In Egypt, we had 7G unlimited data for only $4.99. I wish we were back there in Egypt.
Moses, there are no good restaurants out here. All we got is uneven bread and trail mix.
I'm starving, Moses.
Turn off the air conditioning, Moses.
Turn down open the windows, Moses.
We want water, Moses.
Why is it so bumpy, Moses?
You guys, no more complaining, or your bodies will be scattered in the wilderness.
The Israelites were quiet for the rest of the trip. But just as they could see the Red Sea in the distance, Pharaoh phoned Moses.
Moses, come back. Moses, come back here. Who is going to repair my Wi-Fi tower if there are no slaves?
Too late, Pharaoh.
I am sending an army, Moses. You are trapped. Your caravan cannot cross the Red Sea.
Pharaoh sent a tank army after Moses.
There they are. We're trapped.
When the caravan reached the Red Sea, they could glimpse the dust cloud made by the army.
There they are.
We're trapped.
We'll be killed.
I never should have accepted cookies.
But God created a wall of fire so that the tanks could not get to the Israelites. For the whole night, this firewall stood.
Kind of like an antivirus program on a computer.
Hey, I'm telling the story here, dude. Anyway, in the morning, Moses loaded all the Israelites back on the buses and stood on the bank of the Red Sea. He struck his staff in the water, and the water parted.
Go, Aaron. Tell each bus to use the overdrive.
God took away the firewall from...
Here come the viruses.
Hey, stop. I'm telling the story. Pharaoh's tanks took chase. Just as it seemed that they were in firing range, the treads in the tanks malfunctioned and got stuck in the mud of the seabed. When all the buses were out of the sea, Moses struck his staff on the water again. The water closed in on the Egyptian tanks, drowning Pharaoh's army. The Israelites were officially free.
Praise God. Now we can carry on to Canaan without complaints.
Yep. This sun will do wonders for my tan. I can't wait to get golden calves.
I forgot my phone on the other side.
The end.
All right. That must have been from the Message Bible. That's it? Did you guys get that from the Message? All right, maybe it's a Canadian Message Bible. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. Well, we get to end with a beautiful, beautiful worship song. WGLD, come on up. Where are you? Come on up. We got to see them before in the skit about the Rules Committee, and then they get to sing Kumbaya, just like the Rules Committee after a big meeting, right?
So this is some girls from, well, actually the girls from WGLD, Gloria, Faith, and Our Mercy. We lead worship a lot at district meets, and I'm graduating this year, so I guess we just wanted to do it together one more time. We're going to be singing Firm Foundation, if you know that song. This song has really just been a big encouragement to me, especially today with quizzing. I think we've all had some highs and lows today. Maybe you aired out or you had trouble getting a question at all. So it's really easy to get discouraged, but with this song especially, I just think it's really cool that it talks about how when we fail, God is still good, and when we are unfaithful, God is still faithful. So if you know this song, then please just stand and worship with us.
Christ is my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand. Everything around me is shaking. I've never been more glad that I put my faith in Jesus, 'cause He's never let me down. He's faithful through generations.
right, thank you so much for sharing that with us, girls. And thank you, everybody, for sharing all of your talents with us. It was really a delight, everyone who got up here shared something, so thank you so much. Tammy just asked me to close things out. She didn't really give me much time to prepare something, but anyway, she just reminded me that today at lunchtime we were opening fortune cookies, and maybe people were having fun reading fortunes or whatever. But just as Christians, we are able to remember that Christ is our firm foundation, and we don't need to put any trust in anything else. We know that our future is secure with Him when we trust Him. So why don't we just close in prayer, and then we'll enjoy the rest of our evening. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much. You are so gracious to us. You give us so many things. You give us talents to share with each other. You give us laughter. You give us your word and the ability to be able to gather together and meet new friends and see old friends. And we thank you for all of these blessings, Lord. I just pray that you'll continue to be with us in the rest of this weekend that we have together. Help us to all be an encouragement to one another in our faith, and to remind each other that we can stand firm in you. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. Have a good night.
Don't forget, we have ice cream downstairs where we usually eat. We need dippers. Do you have enough dipper people? A couple dipper people. And also check with Benita to see if there's anything else to do, adults especially, because she's missed out on so much, so we want to be sure she's taken care of. So downstairs for ice cream.
Are the roses in the hallway?